Hello guys, my name is Vita, I am from Ukraine and welcome today to my live stream. So guys, today you've got me all for 2 hours as always. Our topic is War Update Day 345th, and for newbies as always I would like to introduce a little bit myself that you guys know who I am and what I'm doing here.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. And before we get started, guys, as always, all of us at ukrainedating.tv would like to thank you to all our loyal followers, because without you, our launch last year wouldn't have been so successful. So thanks to everybody very, very much. And we would like, of course, to share our growth goal for 2023, which is to hit 40,000 subscribers. Now, to meet our goal, your continued support, guys, is the key. So we ask you to spread our love by sharing our channel and our live streams, our videos, among your social networks, among your friends, or actually people whom you think it may concern. And we've got some more exciting news in 2023. We know that you guys watching our live streams usually here on YouTube, but some of you, due to some reasons or life or job schedule, you prefer to read or to listen while you drive instead. So now you guys can hear and see our amazing Ukrainian live streamers' advice in your favorite formats: video, podcasts, or even articles. So the choice is all yours at ukrainedating.tv. And guys, the last announcement: who would like to talk to me by live cam share? If you want to talk to me face to face on camera here, simply type this Streamyard link into your browser. But first, you must get verified, which you can do easily by following the simple steps described in the description below this and all the rest of our videos. Okay, guys, so let's get started with our topic today. Until I will share with you the latest update, what actually happened during the last week, you can prepare all questions you would like to ask me after. Any topic, please feel free, about war, about current event, politics, our mysterious ladies, mentality, character, cuisine. So what you interested to know. So guys, Today is day 345th, and let's see actually what happened during the last week since we met with you last Sunday. So as for today, some numbers. It's around 130,000, to be accurate, 129,870 Russian soldiers were neutralized. And they say actually Russia lost so far around 200,000 troops in Ukraine. The New York Times, citing American and Western officials, reports that the number of Russian soldiers killed and wounded in Ukraine is approaching 200,000. So this is actually 8 times more than American losses during the 2 decades of the war in Afghanistan. So the war is being fought in the same way as the struggle the country faced during World War II. Then more than 8 million Soviet soldiers died. Putin, is ready for hundreds of thousands of victims in Ukraine, although more victims could undermine his political support. Very tragic case this week we had, unfortunately, and again, Kramatorsk. So the enemy missile attack on Kramatorsk happened on Wednesday at 9:45 p.m. And as a result of the impact, the full entrance of the 4-storied residential building was destroyed. 3 dead and 21 injured were reported, including 8 wounded, including 2 seriously wounded. So 2 people are in a very bad condition right now. And the last lady, I guess they found today under the ruins because they were looking for her. Among the dead are unfortunately 47-year-old headmistress of local school number 24 and her 50-year-old husband, and one woman who was 61-year-old, unfortunately died too. So on Thursday, February 2nd, the occupiers again shelled the center of Kramatorsk. So actually, when the emergency services were working at the place to dig out people, to clean the place, to drive away all those tons of concrete, if I'm not mistaken, that was more than 950 tons something of concrete. They cleaned up. So they shelled again almost in the same place. So 5 people again were injured. High-rise buildings, school and children's hospital were damaged. So usual system. And unfortunately, a lot of victims and injured people. As our president said regarding this tragedy, that's not the repetition of the history. That's our new reality, everyday reality of all Ukrainian people right now. For the second time, 5 people were injured again. And this afternoon, Russians hit the city center once again. So with 2 missiles. So non-stop, actually. They don't even give a chance. They give a chance, so our services managed, but they don't want to give them a chance to clean up everything, to deconstruct this ruined building, and to find the bodies and to give first aid to people who suffered from this attack. According to the head of the region, 13 2-storied buildings, 3 4-story buildings, and as I said, children's clinic and school, also garages and cars of civilian people were damaged by shelling. What else happened today? This morning, Rashists shelled Barvinkova. Barvinkova, it's a village, small place in Kharkiv region. And there are also dead people, unfortunately. The head of the Oblast military administration said that the blow was delivered at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, hitting a private house, and 2 brothers aged 49 and 42 years old died, unfortunately, and their 70-year-old father was injured, and he was hospitalized, so now he is in hospital. In addition, in addition to Barvinkova. So actually, enemy fired at private sectors and other settlements, and many houses were damaged as well. Fires broke out, and a 51-year-old woman was injured in Volchansk. Kherson keeps suffering 24/7. They just don't give them a chance even to breathe out. So they shelled Kherson again. Incoming hit was to the big mall epicenter. It's a big shopping center, actually huge one, really huge one. And usually a lot of people are gathered there because this shopping center selling food, everything, actually everything, absolutely any type of goods. It's kind of you guys have in USA, not Walmart, I guess. So it's kind of this like really big territory, big building, and so they specifically struck in that shopping center, what already caused a large-scale fire. Thanks God, no victims this time. I don't know how that happened. Probably the time and no people there, but no victims. Very nice. Over the past day, occupiers have attacked settlements in Kherson region 65 times. So no time to have rest even. 2 people are known to have died, and another 9 people were injured of varying degrees of severity. In particular, a 5-year-old boy was injured. Rashists also hit a shipbuilding plant, school, and residential houses. So as you see, actually, as always, nothing new in this story. No military places, no military sports or place where some weapon is gathered, just residential areas, just shopping malls, hospitals, schools. So absolutely civilian places. As for Sumy region, guys, also we are being shelled like 24/7, non-stop. And yesterday was 120 incoming hits just to Sumy region. You can imagine. Thanks God there were no injured or killed people, but were ruined electrical lines and private houses. Actually, about Sumy, they say now that they want us or our military administration or all our people to think, they want us to think that their new future counter-offensive will start from Sumy. So they will attack Sumy, and then from Sumy they will go further, like Chernigiv, Kiev, and further. So that's why they kind of make like provocations and demonstrations of their power. But as experts say, I don't know. Hopefully that's true. It's kind of just demonstration to spread and to stretch our military forces, to distract their attention from the main direction, which we still consider to be Lugansk and Donetsk Oblast. So hopefully it's just demonstration, but unfortunately the region is absolutely keep being ruined, every day demolished, people are being killed, civilian and energetical infrastructure get destructions. So the situation is like this, unfortunately. Bakhmut, of course, keeps being one of the most hot places. Some more news, guys, some more news. North Korea, we mentioned this country last stream, you remember, and now some more news. They are going to send actually military and police to LNR and DNR. So North Korea plans that its police and military will allegedly take part in reconstruction work in the temporarily occupied territories of Donbass and Lugansk region. So means the first 300, 500 men, Korean men, are going to be sent here. Of course, everybody understands that they are not going to rebuild or to clean territories, right? So actually they are going to be involved into this war, kind of contract soldiers or something. So, okay, let's hope the CU are ready to meet them with all the hospitability we have, Ukrainian people have. Some more news I wanted to mention. NASC included the American company Procter & Gamble in the list of international sponsors of the war. Unfortunately, guys. So sometimes there is an enemy just inside, which is very strange. But anyway, the company works in the Russian Federation still and therefore pays taxes to the Russian state budget and contributes to mobilization measures. So as NASC emphasizes, only in March 2022, Procter & Gamble announced a reduction in its assortment on the Russian market and promised to leave only health and hygiene products in it, like as a market. Also, in August, information appeared that the company no longer invests in business development in the Russian Federation. However, a household chemicals factory, which is the world's largest producer of detergents for Procter & Gamble, and a factory for the production of blades and razors for Gillette, continue to operate on the territory of Russian Federation. And according to the agency in 2021, the company paid about $5.2 million in tax revenues and other payments to the state budget of the aggressor. So in addition, the business provides jobs for about 2,500 Russian people. So you see. Also, Ukraine European summit starts today in Kiev. Probably you already know about that. Yesterday, EU leaders headed by the president of the European Commission arrived in the Ukrainian capital. The delegation included another 15 European commissioners. And actually, what they say, our relations with Ukraine are a priority for us right now. Holding this summit in Kiev is a very clear signal. So this signal is actually primarily addressed to Ukrainians as a sign of support for our personal presence. So a high-ranking European official told journalists in Brussels on the eve of this meeting, which was related to the preparation to the summit. And the last news, guys, the Ministry of Internal Affairs in Ukraine announced that we're gonna create, and actually the creation already started, of the Offensive Guard, 8 formed brigades, which will take part in the liberation of Donetsk, Lugansk, and Crimea. So each brigade will have its own name. Not good probably to translate them. One is Burevi. Burevi, it's kind of thunder or thunderstorm or hurricane, something like, Червона Kalina. This probably, this special red, our national berries. Karadag, the translation is Black Mountain, if I'm not mistaken. As it says in its description for this battalion specifically, it will raise the flag over the Crimea. We'll see. Rubish means like borderline. Spartan, Azov, Liut, and still border. So we'll see when and how they start to participate in the fights, and hopefully that will be great help also for our guys who are fighting there 24/7, and hopefully this decision will be effective. And the last news, guys, Lithuanian people collected more than €1 million for radars for Ukraine in just 1 hour. That's, I consider, great news. As Lithuanian journalist Andrius Tapinas reported, this is an absolute record, like the highest amount and the fastest time probably when the money voluntarily were collected. So the Lithuanian IT company Tesanet will double this amount up to 2 million euros. So previously Tapinas reported of the assembly of Bayraktar for Ukraine. Probably you know this case as well for Ukraine, and a marine drone called Peace Des. So who knows a little bit Russian language, they know that that's kind of curse word, but they make it, they transformed it in a more polite, appropriate way. So peace and small suffix. Actually, the meaning of this will be kind of kaput. So, guys, that's actually the main news I would like to share with you for today. Tomorrow we're gonna meet with you at the same time, I guess 4 p.m. Ukrainian time, which will be 9 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna discuss again war update, and on Sunday, I guess something about ladies relationship or something like this, a little bit different topic. So, hello to everybody once again. Thanks for coming on this Friday. And happy to see all of you. You see, today I'm without mask, so everything is fine with me. Though I really liked to be in mask, was really interesting. And now, guys, I am ready to answer your questions. Hopefully, you have some questions, and we'll see. Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining once again. Привет. Yeah, thanks for your help, for links you share with guys. Tracy, hello. Thanks for coming. How are you? Are you feeling any better? Tracy, not evening, morning. For me, it's almost evening. But you remember, guys, even 1 month ago when we start live stream at this time, behind the window was absolute and total darkness. Right now it's kind of day, a little bit kind of twilight, but still I mean, I guess in a month or something it will be really nice. So will be the daylight and probably the sunshine. I'm really waiting for that moment when I don't need some lamps. Okay. Shakil Ahmed, hello. Very sad. My sympathies with you. God bless you all. Thanks, Shakil. Thanks very much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting and understanding. Yeah, actually, I understand. I read a lot today that really Russia's biggest hope is that Europe will get tired. And that's actually natural. That can happen because I start hearing also some conversations, like especially some German people, some French people. Actually, there are some people in any country, not only specifically in these countries, people tired. Tired to give, tired to share, and tired to pay for that, because we all understand all countries suffering in this or that way anyway from this war. Either prices for fuel, right, or lack of electricity, or prices for electricity, or economy crisis. So a lot. And of course, we all understand that a lot of money from ordinary people's budget, from their taxes, instead of investing those money in the development of their own countries, of course, countries send these humanitarian help, financial packages, right? Military packages like weapon packages. We all understand that. At least personally, I. And of course, people start to ask, why we should give so much, why we should pay so much. But people should understand. The person who started this war, he will never stop, and his appetites are really great. No matter no matter what people say, like um, they don't have too much rockets, they don't have too much weapon, the condition of weapon already like almost damaged, it's old and not working properly, too many people they have to feed, to equipped, right, to give weapon, to train, to teach, to organize their delivery. So everything, but no matter, you see, they are fighting, they are learning, they are aggressive, and if we won't stop them now, they will go further. That's for sure. That's for sure. And even theoretically, if they won't fight with Germany, let's say, or France or Belgium, but these countries should understand that the millions of refugees, it will be kind of flood, which gonna come again, and that will be even bigger disaster, because even more money and more trouble, because not all refugees behave in the right way. So we all understand that. So it's better we stop them now inside Ukraine, not giving them even a chance to spread this war out of these defined borders already. So that's why we need weapon. That's why we need this military help. We'll see. February seems to be hard, and next weeks also will be difficult for us. Yeah, but we'll see what's gonna happen. But what? Vita, Rocketman's own fault if these North Korean soldiers, policemen end up dying. Of course, of course. In those regions, nobody will have any mercy. So whoever came, considered to be enemy, and then after they can explain and tell their fairy tales about cleaning the territory, reconstructing the territory, and all the rest. So anyway, who come here against us will be fighting. That's understandable. So, but you see, North Korea even okay to send their own people. I don't know. North Korean people, are they traveling at all? I guess no. The borders are closed, right? They cannot travel outside of the country. So actually, I can imagine the shock, of these people who gonna be delivered to another country just for war. Any experience, or it will be kind of, you remember we watched video with you about Belarusian concert, how they prepared the kind of demonstration performance, so kind of circus. I don't know, maybe you guys know if they are strong enough or well trained, or I know that they have nuclear weapon, that's understandable, and they have missiles and they help Russia right now. But what about quality and level of experience? I don't know if they have good experience in specifically in war. This I'm not sure. Tracy, doing well, a little cooler than I prefer, but there is not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, we just need to wait. Anyway, spring is coming soon. Tracy always asks me about my chickens, so that's good news. They start to give me some eggs, really nice eggs, not too big and not too much, unfortunately, still, but at least 1, 2 I can get now. So the bigger amount is coming soon, hopefully. Tom, hello. Good morning, Earth Angel, Vita Girl. I'm at work repairing machines, but I'm listening. Cool. Thanks for coming anyway. Yes, I understand. Hi, guys, everybody. Так, Tom. North Korea has lots of cannon fodder, like Russia. Cannon fodder? Let me see what's that. Probably the name of some specific cannon fodder. To understand what exactly you mean. 1 second, guys. Cannon fodder. Okay. Пушечное мясо. That's the good good phrase. Needs to learn. Cannon fodder. Yeah, they have a lot of people. As I said, I don't know. It seems they're not fighting with anybody, so no experience or no some special trainings. But we'll see. We'll see. But Vita, that's nice that the nations can help Ukrainian people with things. Of course, of course, of course. Also, guys, you see about these donations, I mean, military donations. I'm really sorry that still in Ukraine, of course, we discussed this topic many times with you. There are no ideal nation, right? There are good people and bad people, no matter are they Ukrainians or Englishmen or American or New Zealand or Egyptian. So good person is a good person, bad person is a bad person, no matter where he was born, right? So unfortunately, due to European Union request to clean up the country from corruption, and I can tell you really, guys, now the work is great. So SBU is cleaning up the rows of corruptioners like, oh my God, like never before. Day by day, we are reported about new and new opened up schemes. I mean, scam schemes when people can steal money, which were actually for humanitarian help or for reconstruction, some damaged residential houses. So unfortunately, people still, some people have consciousness and mentality to steal from their own people in such a grief and to reduct the help to them, though these people already, punished by I don't know, by any power in this world, by God or by karma or by I don't know, and still people feeling okay, but day by day, new cases, people are fired from really big positions, even in our oblast. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it's really bad to get disappointed when you look at some person and you know him and you follow his social pages, right, and his reports, his interviews, his updates. You make kind of image of him, like positive image. You feel more secure, more calm, and then something like that pops up. You feel like an idiot, actually. Either you are too naive and you cannot understand what kind of person in front of you, or they are too cunning, too smart to trick all the rest. So that's always a great disappointment, at least for me. At least for me. Yeah. So actually, in every region right now, in every region, they clean up deputies, politicians, people who are on high social positions, like heads of administrations. Really big job. Really big job. So, Tracy, I'm still coughing a bit, but overall I am better. Good. Hopefully, finally, you can have some rest from this coughing and have a good sleep. Yeah, because that can be exhausting. But what? Vita, thankfully, there is a price selling now. Otherwise, I would have to pay €600 plus per month on electricity and gas. That's really huge amount. Yeah. That's really huge amount. 600 euro per month. I don't know what's the level of your salary, like monthly salary, and I don't know how much you spend, for example, for fuel for month and for food, like to make kind of balance. Is it a half of your income or third part or fourth part, that I can understand the comparison between your prices and our prices. But 600 euro anyway monthly seems like huge. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. We need to be a little bit patient when everything will be over. I believe people will do something and will think something over and will find some new facilities or ways or resources or some other countries or territories to make new agreements, commercial agreements, I mean, for delivering gas or electricity. So I believe and I hope that all will be fixed when the war is over. Eyes open. The people that started the war sit in Washington, USA, the same people that have started near all wars since World War II. You are a follower of global conspiracy theories. I see. I remember. Eyes open. Unfortunately, I have to admit I disagree with you, but we are not fighting here. We are not arguing here. We are all good people here, and we want this to stop because this war shouldn't be started. And so much blood, flood of blood of absolutely innocent people shouldn't happen in any way. So, unfortunately, yeah. But what, Vita, if it's anything like that clown show, their so-called training you showed us, then they lack training. Of course, yes, because I know North Korea, they like parades. They like parades. They like all this, like in Soviet Union, all these movements, kind of really old style exercises or dancing or so. If that's like that, then yes, I guess even Belarusia anyway, anyway, that was of course funny video, yeah, just to entertain you, but Belarusia, I guess, I think is more well trained than North Korean guys. I think so. I think so. But we'll see. We'll see. Soon we're gonna start new cases, and of course, guys, I'm gonna share with you maybe some funny video. By the way, the last time I had an issue because of that funny video because of pumpkin dance. You remember on Russian TV program when the famous neurologist doctor danced his pumpkin style dance? I had an issue. Sorry. So we had to a little bit to edit. But anyway, I was glad you guys who were with me at that time, you enjoyed that at least. Tracy, yeah, eggs. Yeah. Finally. Spring is coming. Oh, you see, guys, air raid siren we have. That's, by the way, second for today. Yesterday we had 5 or 6 just non-stop. Yeah, Ernest, hello, and how it's going, madam? That's fine. You see, That's fine. At least I have electricity, and what makes me really happy. Oh my God, yesterday I managed to switch on washing machine just 2 times in a row. Oh my God, that was a present of destiny, present of destiny. I was so happy. Yeah, and but why we have electricity, that's also another issue. That's not because the system was fixed, but that because actually there is a big problem in the system. Uh, you guys more understand in physics and in electricity than me, so you will understand what I mean, even if I make a mistake. So voltage or currency is so high in the system that they cannot switch off electricity right now. So they need to balance this currency because it's too high and it can cause much more, issues and damages. Issues and damages. So, yeah. Eyes open. Vita, you say about North Korea. USA killed 1.1 million Northern Koreans in the 1950s when the USA partitioned North and South. Yeah, guys, we are not here to blame USA anyway. So I'm sorry for that. Germany also killed how many millions during the World War II. But anyway, they paid for that, and their generations, further generations, they paid for that. All nations, I believe, had bad sides of its history. Also, if you see at the relationship between Ukraine and Poland, we also are guilty in front of Poland, and Polish people can be angry at us, But anyway, Polish people right now say we forget. And now we are developing new mutual history, new mutual development, new relationship based on different principles, on different laws and rules, and everything is different. We all understand that. We all understand that. So Hungary and Austria also occupied part of Ukraine, and Ukraine probably was fighting with somebody, and America again, and Spain and Great Britain and Vatican and all the rest. So, if we get back to the history, even 1 or 2 centuries or even 3 centuries ago, we all see that all countries were fighting between each other, no matter what reason was. Religion, all those inquisition and all that, what happened. Territories, Turkish people were trying to invade half of the Europe. A lot of bad points in every nation. But we are living with you right now here, and right now we are doing what we can. We are trying to be more civilized. We are trying to build new bridges between countries, new agreements, new connections. So I'm not responsible for what USA was doing in 1950, actually. Germany started in 1941, right? And some countries, again, support Germany, but we are not talking about that right now. All guilty people, they were punished. All guilty people were punished. Everybody said sorry, and it's now a new page of the history. So, yeah, hopefully you understand me and you understand what I mean. Ernest, I am glad you're doing all right, madam, because I am okay as well. Thanks God, thanks God. Hopefully you're fine. Yeah, and you enjoy your Friday. I don't know if you're working or have a day off. But anyway, thanks for your coming. Thanks for joining and for interacting in our Borsch brotherhood, yeah, Borsch society. So, George Moll, eyes open is right. Probably, guys. I can't agree or disagree. Anyway, you should understand. I'm uh, I'm a coach of relationships. By some reasons, I became kind of uh, a war reporter because I live here and I see what is really going on here. You know, no matter what and who is telling, because I'm not involving in political questions because I'm far from politics. It's not like I'm out of politics. I'm really interested in that, but I don't understand many things. Don't understand. If I don't understand something, I don't dare to judge. I don't dare to accuse. I don't dare to give my political thoughts, you know, only what I feel as a woman. As a woman. So don't judge me also, guys, too serious about that. If you don't like something like what I'm thinking, because I'm the only girl, not girl, sorry, woman. I'm the only woman from Ukraine who is live streaming right now on this channel for you, right? So I know what happened here. And I know that you guys abroad, things anyway seem different for you. Of course, main facts, main numbers, like summits, like J7, all this, of course, published everywhere. But some particular things, some details, some really interesting cases, they can be not mentioned in foreign mass media because they consider them not to be important, or can be a little how it is to say, you know, in a more soft way, with not so many details. But we here anyway, we are eyewitnessing all what's going on here. So I can tell you even about Sumy region. Even that's a really interesting and ridiculous fact. If you read or watch or listen everyday news, kind of statistic about kind of also war update, it's the name of this report, like daily report, is Ukraine is on fire. And they normally mention all the regions, all the oblasts which were shelled or attacked by rockets, right? But I can tell you, in everyday report, I almost never see Sumy Oblast. Though Sumy Oblast is suffering really, really much. I told you, I mentioned you the number, main general statistic of incoming hits of Kherson region yesterday. 65 incoming hits. At Sumy region at the same time yesterday, 120 times. So it's 2 times more, but nobody mentioned. Nobody mentioned because, like, Sumy, that's not Kherson, that's Sumy. And for me, sometimes that's really strange because really our oblast is being ruined every day, and we hear booms, very strong booms, every day, and unfortunately. So if I don't tell you, I know that some of you guys have been to Sumy. Some of you love Sumy. Some of you had some girls from Sumy. Some of you even lived in Sumy or visited, no matter, or plan to come to Sumy. If I won't tell you what's going on in Sumy, you will never know, because in main general statistic, every day I check, like in Kherson, in Nikolaev, Lugansk, Donetsk, of course, for sure, Zaporozhye, all those points mentioned, but almost never about Sumy. I was really surprised. I didn't share with you, you see today, any videos or any photos, but about what I said to you about future planned counter-offensive, right? So the reporter, that was the first time I heard from quite a big period of time, when Sumy was mentioned as a being shelled severely 24/7. But in general news, in Ukrainian news, if you watch TV or some statistic reports, you won't see. I don't know why. Because they think we get used to that, or it's not important, or nobody cares about Sumy again. So we mention all cities, but not Sumy. Why? Some villages totally ruined. Some villages totally ruined. I know real stories. I have friends who live in the nearest villages, and from what they are suffering day by day, that's horrible. But if I don't tell you, you will never know. And some of my foreign friends, guys, they give me some opinions with which I can confess sometimes that even irritates me, because nobody can know better than the person who is right here, what is really going on. I can tell you another example. We saw a report 2 days ago, report of Ukrenergo. So actually Sumy Energo make a report for Ukrenergo. How many hours Sumy Oblast is without electricity. And that was so interesting to see. The report was absolutely different. As I said, we don't have electricity 18, 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day. We get electricity during the day just 2 times by 2 hours. That's it. And at night sometime. But in report, and that was official report, by the way, were absolutely different amount of hours when we have electricity. If I don't tell you, you will never know. Probably is not interesting for you. That's another question. But I guess if you're here, if you join this live stream, so you are interested. I guess that information is interesting for you, at least from that point of view. If somebody of you, even online dating or online corresponding with some ladies right now, that you guys have the clear picture of what's really going on. If somebody tells you that the foreign passport to make now will cost like $100, at least I always can tell you that no, that's not true. $40. Maybe in some cities $50, but definitely not more. So, and you can always, as I can ask me those questions to have a clear picture. If you cannot reach some people, I can tell you, almost all day we don't have mobile connection. In Kharkov people have, in Dnipro people have, but in Sumy, no, you cannot call to anybody. Even if you go to the city, if you go out of your location where you don't have electricity, but you come in the center of the city, then you also don't have this mobile connection and you can't reach anybody, because when you come to the center doesn't have electricity. And that's like a vicious circle. So that's why I, guys, can agree. But I am far from really global politics. I have some my personal views, maybe based on feelings, on emotions, because I am woman anyway. I'm not an expert, but I just would like to enlighten some really main facts, important information, and probably how it is shown in Ukraine, that you also can compare, some numbers, some facts, some cases, how you get this info in your countries and how I give you info specifically from Ukraine. Then you can have an idea, So please don't ask me to blame USA. Okay, I hope you guys understand me. Anyway, we know who this war started, who invaded our territory, who started to kill our people, who started to rape our people, and who keeps doing all that shit day by day here. Definitely not USA. Definitely. So we mentioned that already with guys, so guys know my opinion about this. Tracy, when this war is over, a lot of the corruption that was happening in Ukraine will be gone. Yeah, unfortunately, there is always someone out there who will try to take those places. We'll see, but I hope that the choice will be more thorough in the future in order not to get people always corrupted, I guess, but European people, they are more law obedient, I would say like this, more obedient because they follow rules more. But the human greediness also can exist everywhere, everywhere. Maybe not to that scale like it's in Ukraine, okay, because for many years wasn't any control and people actually were doing whatever they wanted. By the way, almost all the highest position of customs are fired right now and started with criminal cases because you understand why. You understand why. Some already wrote their application to be fired by their own desire, but if they're guilty in something anyway, they will be judged anyway. They will be judged. So the work started. We'll see. Maybe people will start to get afraid. People will see that anyway punishment is on the way, no matter sooner or later, but it will happen for sure. Maybe people's consciousness will wake up somehow. So we'll see. But I really hope that the country will be at least more clean than before. At least. Much more clean. What? Vita, for comparison, minimum wage here is about 1,934 dollars before taxes. Ooh, before taxes. So taxes, after taxes, probably 1,500 euros. I don't think that's a big, or that's enough. That's enough to live well in your country. That must be really tight budget, really tight, I guess, I think. Groceries are about 400 per month with current prices. So people on minimum wage and social security have to give up a large chunk. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, also in Ukraine, they say, I read 2 days ago, alcohol and cigarettes will become like incredibly expensive, much more expensive than it's now, because of new taxes and new system. And what they did, new law, that alcohol and cigarettes you won't be able to buy by cash. Why? Because of taxes. The taxes are not hidden, by sellers. I guess that's because of that. So if now, like, average cigarettes like package cost around two, no, not even less, let's say around $2, but less, like $1, maybe 8 cents or 9 cents, something. So after some time, the same average cigarettes will cost around $2.50 or $3 per package. So quite big raise, and I guess a lot of people will have to stop smoking and to stop drinking also, which is also good for national health and genetics, to stop kind of degradation, in this way. That's good. Yeah. Thanks for update. What? Yeah. Gregory. Hello, good evening. I'm here just a little bit late. That's fine. Thanks for coming. Anyway, no matter when you have chance, I'm always happy to see you guys, all of you. Eyes open. That's okay, Vita. Learning from each other. Absolutely. Yeah, of course. I read a lot. I try to read. I mean, if I have some questions like about Azov, we are not going to discuss this topic right now, but that was a painful question for me. When I heard some really bad stories, I really start to investigate myself. I start to ask people. I start to dig a little bit more. When I relaxed, I relaxed. So There are always points which need more detailed learning, and every situation, every political situation, like every war, conflict or war or accident, demands like really a lot of attention and dig into the history to understand the reasons, who was guilty, all these connections. That's really for smart guys who are in politics, in history. So you need to be really expert to understand all those things. I know much, and I read much, but some, let's say, even this global theory of conspiracy about, even some people follow this theory right now, even about this war. Vatican, Anglo-Saxons, so like they are fighting, like Turkey is under Vatican, so a lot of you can get crazy if you're gonna listen all that. So guys, just listen to me. It's not annoying, just some small part of information in a pleasant atmosphere, not making your brains boil, mixed up with some other pleasant topics about girls or mentality or country itself. So that's, I guess, more pleasant. But that was joke, of course. To know history, to know reason, and to know really causes what leads to some political cases, it's really cool. It's really cool and great, and I really admire people who understand all those processes for sure. But that discussing those topics also can raise some negativism, which we don't need here. So we are here calm and smiling and discussing hard things, of course, sometimes, but peaceful atmosphere. And guys, I can tell you honestly, last days I'm really in a so bad like psychological condition. I don't know why. I'm either too tired, or like people really started to irritate me. People really whom I like and whom I'm communicating like every day, but kind of, I need kind of pause to stop talking to some people, or people ask me some questions which I really even cannot understand how to answer because they seem so stupid to me. I will give you an answer, an example. One guy asked me, texted me, hello, yeah, do you know if the man is allowed to move to Ukraine? No question. The guy is in Germany. I say, why it's prohibited? They say on the borderline, they give these papers to mobilize you, right? Invitation to the military establishments, kind of invitation. And all over the cities, they catch men and they give these invitations, blah, blah, blah. So I said, so what you want from me? You are allowed to go to Ukraine. I won't guarantee that at the border control, nobody will give me. I say, you want these guarantees from me? So, and probably I was too sharp because normally I'm very loyal. I'm explaining to people, like very soft, understanding. Like some people say, if I would get like hundred of questions like you have, like day by day, I would probably kill them all, But I'm very tolerant person, very patient, and I prefer to keep good relationship with people, right? To help them, to advise them. But such questions like really made me crazy. And he felt probably that I wasn't in the right mood to answer. He said, I wanted just to ask you. I say, how I can give you guarantee you will not be mobilized just from the border control? Oh my God. Then another lady who is moving out of Denmark, by the way, she wants to move out of Denmark to Ukraine with the child. And she keeps asking me if it's allowed that the child sits on her knees And I explained you hundreds of times, no, in Europe, that's not in Ukraine. There is a law. If police stop you and the child is sitting on your knees, on your hands, you will get huge penalty, or you or driver, no matter. And she keep asking me, maybe possible. I said, no, possible in Ukraine. In Ukraine, when you cross the border of Ukraine, you can do what you want with your child. Jump in the car, like not fasten belt, whatever you want. That's your responsibility. But in Europe, that's prohibited because that's a law. And if police stop, and police stop very oftenly, okay, another, and another, and another, and another. So, sometimes people can make me really crazy, or I'm just tired and don't want to be tolerant anymore, or I just need, time for getting my resources back, for recovering, energy recovering. Yeah, so actually, but how I see it's in that in all countries should be getting along focusing on peace, prosperity, but most countries have corrupt lunatics in charge. Yes. By the way, have you heard these stories about Burns? About Burns that USA sent Burns, the right, I hope I pronounce correctly the last name, to Moscow to make kind of in January to make kind of peaceful agreement that Ukraine will agree for giving up those 20% of Ukrainian territories instead of peace, like instead of stop this war. But unfortunately, neither Russia nor Ukraine agreed. So peaceful agreement wasn't completed because Russia wants much more than 20%. Of course, Russia wants the whole world, actually. And Ukraine didn't want to give up those 20% because they still consider them our territory. And today I read that that was fake. And Washington already said that no, we'd never send Burns to make such kind of agreements. So that's not true. But we were told before, maybe 3-4 days ago, that soon will be a lot of fakes, a lot of IPSOR, right, of this proxy war, as you guys taught me to tell that correctly, proxy war, and some fakes and some not true information will be, to destabilize people's mood, ordinary people's mood, because then when people read such facts they start to say, oh, they're stupid, there was such a huge chance to get peaceful agreement, oh, let them give those Lugansk and Donetsk, let them stop shooting, and sending rockets to our sky. So that's made specifically, and today I read that that was fake. So should be very attentive about all the facts and information, desirably analyze or check it double, So, yeah. But what pack of cigarettes costs like 10 euro here? Oh my God. So if they're like ordinary people, like in Ukraine, people who smokes, they can smoke like one package a day. So actually 300 euros per month only for cigarettes. With those prices, people should get rid of that bad habit. Yeah, definitely. Very expensive. Yeah. Half of electricity and gas, right? What? Half of that budget. What? It's like living in a house and your neighbor is trying to steal your backyard, fighting you regularly and demanding that you give up 20% of your backyard to make him stop. Absolutely. Yeah. That I don't know why people cannot understand that. I don't know why people push Zelensky to give up those lands, to agree for some shitty conditions just to make him stop. Why people cannot understand? That's kind of maniac. You cannot be raped halfly. You are either raped or not touched. It cannot be halfly raped. It always will be fully raped. So that's the same situation. Sorry for rude comparison, but for me, that's the same. Why? So why not France to give some part of France to somebody who wants? Why not then, I don't know, any other country? Any other country? Why we should give our territory? If the question is in those people who was calling for Russian world, we also discussed that situation. It's not working like that, that some guy living in Washington decided to become a part of Alabama, and he started to complain that Washington governor or mayor is a bad one, and he really start to, erase all these conflicts, and then Alabama come to take part of Washington because some idiot wants to be a part of Alabama. So take your suitcases and go to Alabama. What are you doing here? Move your ass out of Washington, right? So that's the same. It's like Sumy would like to be, not Sumy even, like part of Sumy would like to be a Kharkov region. So go to Kharkov region. What's the problem? These people always have a chance. They can get their suitcases and leave if they don't like Ukrainian language, if they don't like to be under Ukrainian government and to live on Ukrainian territory. That's fine. Nobody presses people for that. Everybody has his own choice and voluntarily decides where to live and where is better for him. That's fine. Nobody will make issues with you leaving the country or moving to another territory. But that's like what make a very good example. And I don't understand why some people keep convincing me that that's the way to make peace. No, that's not the way to make peace. That's the way to make some pause, to give this bad person to collect more power, more bigger army, more weapon, to find more friends like Eritrea, North Korea, Uruguay, Zimbabwe, what else? Some list of Ecuador, some list of friends. They constantly posting. We have a lot of friends all over the world, even in North America, as Putin said, because of upcoming leopards. So that's the same. People who don't like to live in Ukraine, they can move to any other country, but it doesn't mean that we should give them the territory. Something is not correct here. As his appetite's great, so be sure if we give those 20 territories to him, he will definitely come once again, definitely. And he will get not 20, he will get 100, and he will get further. Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, the nearest countries, the easiest countries, right, to the border. So that's really a stupid idea. But there are some gossips that the West start to push Zelensky again, that some regions are not worth fighting for, and probably it's good to say goodbye, but to stop the war. No. Ukrainian people don't agree for that. Not even president, Ukrainian people, because in this case, all that flood of blood, of innocent blood, will be in vain, and everybody understand that, and will be second invasion for sure, second attack. Not now, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Then they will get even more power, and they will be more ready than this time, because second time, next time, they will know that we are hate We are hating them, all of them. So they will be ready for protest, So that's not working. What? Absolutely agree with you 100%. Would just motivate him to continue doing what to take more and more. Yeah, and he won't stop in Ukraine. If you guys listen, I don't know if you shown some parts or some episodes of Russian TV programs, of Russian TV shows, political shows, when some experts, politicians are gathered together and they're discussing things. You would listen, you would hear every program, every time they blackmail, oh, we're gonna shoot bomb in France, we're gonna shoot bomb in Washington, we're gonna shoot bomb here and there and everywhere. So that's their normal rhetorics, their routine rhetorics. They get used to this thought. They are sure they will win in Ukraine and then they will go further to punish someone or to occupy. That was also kind of question about, I won't lie because I don't remember exactly, part of Germany. Part of Germany. One of idiot just told 2 days ago why we shouldn't take this part of German territory. That was funny to hear on TV show, but that's not funny if he decide to do something like that. Even if we know, even if we all would understand that he will lose, but still, why civilian people should suffer from what Ukrainians suffering right now? So, yeah. Tracy, 10 euro for a pack of cigarettes. Holy crap! Thank God I don't smoke. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, you are coughing. It's not allowed for you, Tracy. It's not allowed for you. Eyes open for you. For in your country too. 10 euro here in UK. 13 phones for cigarettes. Really big. And a lot of people smoke. If that's affordable or if that like really takes big part of a budget. Like, I mean, people can afford that or they try to make economy and not too much. Like, I mean, only rich people can smoke or ordinary people too. What Vita, they want to phase out smoking so that by 2040 no younger people will smoke anymore. They plan to increase the price even more. So yeah, from one side that's great, right? From one side that's great because genetics and generation will be healthier. What about alcohol? Or that concerns only about cigarettes? Okay, but what? Meanwhile, alcohol, another reason that someone can damage their body and cause health issues, is not treated in the same manner. Uh-huh. I see. Yeah, that would be good. George, don't give up any ground to Russia, not 1 inch. Absolutely. And I understand everything. People are tired. Even I am tired. Though I am, positive person, I'm really tired. I notice that every day, like, all the main thought in my mind, when it stop, in spring or in summer or in autumn or next year. Oh my God, when, people are tired, people exhausted, people tired to live in fear, people tired to listen these booms, explosions, to read this news, people tired to live without electricity, heater and water. People tired to stay without job. People tired of these absolutely incredible prices. I told you before, for $20, I could get 2 big packages out of mall or supermarket, which would be enough for a quite period of time for a family like mine. Right now, $20, that's nothing. I have just a small package. I still cannot get used to that. Still, I never collected receipts, these bills. Well, now I start to collect because I have a feeling that I was tricked or scammed in the supermarket, and probably at the cash register they make double pick, for some product. I check at home. I can't believe that set of products, just nothing to eat, can cost $20. If you buy a little bit more, like $30, but really nothing to eat. So people tired of that, of course. People tired of that, of course, and that also will be. Ладно, that's another topic. I really would like to discuss one day this topic for you, but I don't know when. So I don't want to give you false hope. Yeah. Yeah, what? Agree with George. It won't stop them from invading again in the future. Absolutely. That's a trap. That's a trap. Smart people understand that. Absolutely.
Увага! Відбій повітряної тривоги. Увага!
That's cancellation, guys. Finally, air raid siren was cancelled. So, of course, normally we should go to shelter, but you cannot sit in the shelter anymore for 24 hours. People start to change their mentality. People, in some, of course, hot places, people hide, but in most places, no, because people start to understand that's more even about destiny. Because if that's the destiny, no matter you will be in the shelter or not in the shelter, that doesn't mean that you're gonna walk relaxedly, under the rockets. No, of course. But people really get tired. And that's why everybody really waiting, catching these signs or these small hopes, this light at the end of the tunnels, like this American Ben Hodges. Like Ben Hodges, I like his reports, like when he make kind of analytics. I like to read him. That gives you really some hope. Then they are sure confident in something. Then you think they know, of course, much more than you. They understand the currency of war, where it goes and how it goes, and so people following this news. But your brain's working like all the time about that. That's tiresome, really. Rene, corrupt lunatics in charge. USA is not immune to this. Absolute power does not corrupt. Absolute power attracts the corruptible. Yes. I guess almost all people, almost all. No, I won't tell everybody. Still, I believe there are still good people with dignity and principles, but I believe due to human nature, by blood, the feeling of absolute power will cause bigger and bigger desires. And as you said, probably not being punished, or you should be smarter not to get punished. So that's true everywhere. In some countries more, in some countries less. Tracy, I used to smoke years ago. When I started, a pack of cigarettes cost me 50 cents. Ooh, cool. 50 cents. That was nice price. But again, all the rest prices were less, right? And the salary probably were the less. So that was too much for you, or that was fine? George, Russia has bad leadership and must be stopped. Must be. That's our main dream. That's our main goal and dream and wish. I guess when it was New Year and Christmas, 100% of Ukrainian people were praying about this. The only thing to stop this war. Not just to stop, to win. Because that's different things, guys, for Ukrainian people right now. We understand these two things as two different stories. To stop the war, it's probably the same what I mentioned right now. To give some territories, to say, okay, we are fine with that. We are tired. and Europe is tired to help us. So let's finish. But no, to win, that means to win. So that's two different stories. So we hope for victory. Yeah. Tom, dumbest thing I ever did was smoke. Smartest thing is when I quit. 6 were $7 a cartoon of 10. Or $7 for cartoon of 10 was good price. Not bad, not bad. But of course, the damage and harm for your health is much bigger. So you actually poison yourself by paying still big money for that, right? Renee saying in US, give them an inch and they will take a mile. Absolutely. In Ukraine, we say, give him a finger and he will take up to elbow. So that's the same. Meaning is the same. Yeah, absolutely. Ukraine should not compromise their territory. No, there won't be any compromise. I see our president is absolutely clear in that position. And I would tell you, even if not, people, population won't do that. Won't do that. They won't let. They won't let. I read some comments, people's discussion, communicate with some people. No. Nobody want to stop. Everybody want to win. To win means to get them, to withdraw them, to keep our borders as they were in 1991, and to prevent in future one more like this, that our kids live more or less safe. So eyes open, big part of budget, big part. So yeah, eyes are here, same in UK. Okay. Yeah, Tom. That's like outlawing drugs, another failure. Only increased tax revenues, like legal pot. Yeah. So, guys, we have 30 minutes with you, specifically 30 minutes, until you think about your next questions. I need to make kind of announcement. You know them already, guys who joined us every time. But for newbies, I have to let know. Okay. And I will get back to you just in 1 minute and we continue answering your questions. So, guys, for those who just joined our channel, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you like to know what we are sharing here, so please subscribe, like, and hit the bell. So please support us in sharing the truth with you here. We'd really appreciate if you would share the love by subscribing. And if you want YouTube to let you know every time we go live, please hit the bell in the lower right of the screen. So in this way, YouTube always will tell you when we are alive. Not only my live streams, but all the rest girls too. So, and guys, I just wanted to say once again that we are super grateful for all your donations that have made continuing our mission every month possible. So huge thanks to all of you. To cover expenses, we need that the 40 followers to donate a small Starbucks coffee daily. Remember, our mission at ukrainedating.tv is to educate Western guys with the truth about Ukrainian women to increase your real chances of marrying a Ukrainian woman and create an international, desirably happy marriage and family. And our top WIP donors are, as our big thank, to our donors, we are giving them founding member status, which comes with special privileges, including one free $75 value Zoom coaching session with beautiful Jana. And among them, Thomas Ramsey, John Zuniga, Jacob Dickerson. Also, we want to give a shout out to our additional top 10 guys, including Juan Vasquez, Anton Nortier, J.C. Oiley, Kevin Irwin, Grant Smith, Carson Hicks, William Anga, Rodney Podesta, Rodney disappeared, Bradford Hazard, and Jesse Kelly. So thanks to everybody for ongoing support of our mission here at ukrainedating.tv, guys. And also every month we're gonna recognize the largest donor with a shout out, and he will be awarded the title of his choosing, such as Mr. Hulk, etc. And he will receive for sure $175 value Zoom coaching call with beautiful Жанночка. So guys, who would like to help us by donation? You need to go matchguarantee spelled with a y.com/donate. And the link you can find below in this and all the rest of our videos, and I will share with you as well this link. I'll probably what do that instead of me already. No, not yet. But what? Sleeping? 1 second, guys. So who has comfort, desire? Any amount is absolutely fine and absolutely greatly appreciated, because every dollar help us to keep doing what we are doing the next month. Okay, so whoever has this possibility, feel free to help us by donation, by sharing. Here it is, guys, by sharing and by giving us, of course, your likes, because by amounts of your likes we understand how much we are important for you and if we are necessary for you. So I am back to you guys and I am ready to answer all your questions. Oh, the information was for you guys. Okay. So Tracy, that time that was expensive, but since then the cost of a pack has gone up much more than everything else. Just like the UK. The US is trying to get people to stop by making it cost prohibitive. Okay. So actually from one side you see the global conspiracy theories tells us that there are governments all over the world who are governing the world itself, and they want to kill us all by genetically modified products, right? Like trans fats, all these, things. But at the same time, making prices for alcohol and cigarettes quite high. They're caring about our health and health of future generation. So prevent us from degradation, actually. So some miscoincidence, right? George, ding. I don't know why you said that ding, but sounds nice. And hello, happy Friday, Vita and everyone. A bit late, but I made it here. That's great, and I appreciate, even if you can just come for 5 minutes, that anyway, very pleasant for me. Yeah. Tom, so you think the main, the goal is tax revenue, same with gas prices. So you think that's not a care about health? That's just to get more money? But if less people will smoke, then not so much money they can get, right? But what? Thanks. See a link? Yeah. And what? Vita, they changed the link in the description to the other one. This one forwards to that, but it's now being shown in full. YouTube cuts it out. Had to get the match guarantee link. Okay. I see. Anyway, thanks a lot for your help. So, yeah, guys. So we have like 25 minutes with you guys, and I'm waiting for your questions. So what you would like? Just ringing the bell, ding ding. Okay, somebody came. So, guys, don't be shy and ask your questions. No matter, even if you feel, I think sometimes you guys feel like we're talking, let's say, about chickens, or let's say about war, or let's say about girls, and then somebody ask some question which is off top, off topic. So some people can be shy about that. That's absolutely fine. So we can discuss here any topics. So feel free, absolutely, any type of questions except rude one, some specific, right? But no taboo questions. If you want to know anything, please feel comfortable to ask me. What? Zelensky said that Bakhmut is their fortress and they will fight to hold it. Vita, your thoughts? Yeah, that's a very interesting question about Bakhmut, because they say Bakhmut doesn't have that's its strategical value anymore. But you know how it's to fight for many months, to lose so many people, to invest even so many money, and then to give up. That's really, not even pleasant. That's a crush. I am for keep fighting. I am for keep fighting, because we discussed with you why actually Russians want Bakhmut so much. That's really important place, though of course that's just ruins, but that's not even about houses or infrastructure or something, which nothing left there, absolutely. But Bakhmut will give them a lot of advantages in logistics and in repositioning, and that's our city. But I understand. But anyway, we should, after, even get back to that. I don't know who will win in the situation with Bakhmut. I want to believe our guys. But definitely we don't need to stop. But the fights will be still, I guess, very severe, and especially Ugledar, also close to that. Marienka also. Oh my God, guys, I can't share. I get some really real videos, not from internet, from guys whom I know personally and who are fighting there day by day. Real videos, but unfortunately, of course, for security reasons, I cannot. But if you could just see, that's a hell on the earth. That's a hell on the earth, really horrible things. But guys, positive. I really wanted to show you today video, but that was the only one I really wanted. How our soldier hide the dog in the trench when the rockets are flying, and the dog start to get. The dog just came to soldiers and got scared from the sound of flying, something flying. And the soldier was so kind, and he was trying to get her into the trench, and he managed. Very short video, but so nice and sweet. So we need tomorrow. We need tomorrow. I read the question of Gregory, and I say we need tomorrow. Yeah, we need to keep fighting. That's what I wanted to say. Gregory, yes. Tomorrow and after tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, I guess the same time. If this schedule won't be changed, guys. But as for today's 5th, right? Today's 5th? No, today is 3rd. So today is 4th, and tomorrow must be. Oh my God, no, guys, tomorrow. Ooh. Tomorrow bad schedule, guys. Tomorrow 8 p.m. Ukrainian time. 8 p.m. Which is, I believe, 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? But we'll see what will happen with electricity. But anyway, tomorrow I am here, and after tomorrow I am here. Yeah, so. George, what is open now in Kiev? Yeah, almost everything. Almost everything. People work. People work. Some cafe, not everything. I mean, not all probably, because some people probably escaped. Some got bankrupt or not good time. But cafes, restaurants, you still can come. Even cinemas, even some concert halls. People used to live in these circumstances. Of course, if that's a siren, like cinema should be, like if you watch some movie should be stopped and you should go to the shelter, right? You should go out if it's like restaurant or something. Like this epicenter mall, which I mentioned today in Kherson, we also have it here. Very nice big shopping mall. When it's ran, they don't let in. And if all people, they announce like by loudspeaker to leave the territory of shopping center to go out. In order, if some incoming hits people, not so many victims, because panic, rush, chaos, people step on each other, somebody start to hysterical. So it's better people go outside, and then who wants can go to shelter. Yeah. Eyes open. Not long to being able to grow your tomatoes. With warmer weather, we have what we call allotments here in Britain that we rent from council to grow vegetables and fruit. Does Ukraine have similar allotments? Well, let me see. Allotments. I need to check in order to give you the right answer. Allotments. 1 second, guys. Наделы. You mean no, that's difficult right now. That's difficult right now. You can rent. So you rent from council to grow. So people can rent pieces of land to grow, no matter. But the taxes are high right now. I know, but I know that a lot of people have these allotments and they give it as they give it rent. They give it rent. So yeah, many people do like that here. Many people, but these allotments are private, not governmental, private, mostly. So I have my own piece of land and I will have to grow tomatoes soon, I guess maybe in 3 weeks, in some plastic glasses or something, we'll see. And then when the sun will be more and the weather is warmer, I need to bring them out, that they can get used to different temperature. And then in May, I need to replant them from these plastic boxes or glasses into the open ground here. I also have some small greenhouse, but in greenhouse, usually I plant cucumbers because it's so hot here that cucumbers don't like to be on the open air. They just getting burned, So in greenhouse, they feeling much better. Yeah, but thanks. Today is 3rd, tomorrow is 4th. Yeah, right. So tomorrow 8 p.m. in Ukraine is 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. CET. Okay, 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, as I said, actually, thanks. So tomorrow must be like that. But guys who plan to join me tomorrow, follow notifications. Today, in 3.5 hours, we're gonna have new update about situation with electricity for tomorrow, and hopefully that won't be too late, hopefully, but we'll see. As soon as I know, I will ask admin to set up that you guys can see notification and plan your day and plan your weekend actually tomorrow. George, ATM, are they working as well? Absolutely, yes, of course. Yes, banks are working. I guess in Kiev, even McDonald's is working. Must be. ATM is working. They opened, even if I'm not mistaken, even McDonald's in Bucha. Even in Bucha, they opened that. Yeah, ATM absolutely working of all banks. All banks department are open. So you're working. The only when you cannot enter bank when it's air raid siren. Also, they close the door and they don't let people to be in. So you need to wait outside. ATM working absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So private bank, any other banks. So everything is working. You can get your money, you can go shopping. Girls even go make some nails, hairdressers. So everything is working. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult. Some doctors, as a dentist, even dentistry is working, and they're working. They almost all businesses bought generators. Almost all, even dentists working with generators. All these girls, nail makers, they're working with generators. So people are inventive, and they try to trick the destiny, and they keep working. People keep working. Yeah. Yeah, George, McDonald's is open. Yoo-hoo! Yeah. George, I will be here at noon tomorrow since I'm in Texas Central Time. Okay, Gregory. Thanks. But you check later today, maybe in 4-5 hours, because I will know the specific time about tomorrow, and maybe it will be changed for earlier, not for late, definitely, but for earlier can be quite possible. What Vita? Imagine going to the dentist to have your cavity filled when the power is suddenly cut off, leaving you with a hole in your tooth. I almost got practically the same situation. That was shock. Yeah. But yeah, people know what they do. They know how many hours their generator can work. They plan the day, they schedule, they change shifts. So our people very good at that. So you actually, okay, we are not talking about probably Kherson or Zaporozhye, but still even there, like this epicenter, this shopping mall was working. But people even if before, like 2 months ago, we were telling, and I was telling, we are trying or we are pretending to keep living. Right now, I can tell you, we are living. We keep going on. No matter what. People get accustomed to these situations. They're flexible. They do everything to keep doing what they used to do, and people get services. Taxis working, supermarket working, nails, hairdressers, cosmetology. But of course, we are not talking about some really bad places. But even there, I believe some services available even there. Though of course with much more difficulties, but still, yeah. Trace, it said that McDonald's is one of the best known exports of the US. It said is one of the best known exports of the US. Why it said? Tracy, didn't get your comment. Why it said? Yeah, but what time management? Absolutely right and exact explanation. Time management. Yeah. Are you becoming more like the Dutch? Kids here get their first agenda when they start secondary school. We live off our agendas. Yeah, absolutely. So girls know for what time to make an appointment, when to come, when they will have electricity. They need to account on capacity of their generator. So they need to think how many visitors they can get during the day. Same as cafe. But at the same time, if you're in the city when there is no electricity and you want to drink coffee, you cannot. This machine, street machine, coffee machine, they're not producing, they're not giving you any coffee. And even if there are some bakery or some supermarket and you want to get coffee, you cannot. But some bigger restaurants and cafes, of course, they have to, absolutely, because people need. Because McDonald's sucks. I don't even remember when last time I was in McDonald's, honestly. 1 year for sure. But I guess even more. But sometimes I like potato fry. I like hamburger. I like McFlurry or this ice cream. Yeah. So guys, 5 minutes we have with you. Your questions, please. I'm ready. Ready, steady, go. Guys, where you all disappeared? Okay, just some slowing. What's for dinner tonight? That's a really good question. What's for dinner tonight? My mom took today my younger daughter. So my elder daughter is not eating much and probably will be satisfied with something more ordinary, and I'm so tired that I really don't want to cook today. So I really don't know. Still, I really don't know. But when I finish my live stream, it will be darkness, I guess. So electricity will go probably, and I would like to relax a little bit, not to cook something really substantial. Maybe some pelmeni. I have maybe some pelmeni. We'll see. But nothing special. Nothing special. When there is no small kids in the house, you don't need to. You can relax a little bit. You can eat just a couple of sandwiches and you will be fine with that. Drink some coffee and that's it. So yeah. Today, I guess nothing special. Tracy, I couldn't believe the amount of people streaming in and out of McDonald's and Burger King in Amsterdam when there was excitement food to be had everywhere. Yeah, it's very famous thing, McDonald's, right? Kids all over the world so people like some promotions and auctions, some discounts, opening, yeah. So I need to check if our McDonald's is working here in Sumy. I really even didn't ask. I have a girlfriend who lives in the center. I will ask her. Gregory, enjoy the rest of your evening. Vita, see you tomorrow. You too. Thanks, Gregory. Have a great day. See you tomorrow for sure. Yeah. Tristan, what is the deal with strict time limitations on the live streams? There are a lot of difficult limitations. First of all, that's too long. Also, people cannot be concentrated too long on the same show. They say so psychologically, even not to bug you, because you all have your own life, and that's not like I think anybody. Maybe somebody can afford to stay here more than 2 hours. That's understandable. And I don't know, 2 hours. That's 2 hours also for me can be restricted by electricity outages because we have just 2 hours time frame. So I need to be exactly in this 2 hours frame. So like desirably for me to end up like 1-2 minutes before switching off the electricity, because otherwise probably you remember you're gonna see me in the darkness, and then I cannot stop the broadcast. So that's not good for me. It's better to finish 1 minute before. So yeah, what something simple then. Really, I can be satisfied with the bread, put on some mayonnaise and ketchup, and that's it. But if I'm still hungry, I can get them 2 or 3 or 4 until I'm fed up, and that's it. One coffee on top in addition, and that's fine. Of course, when kids, then you need to do something, of course, like normal food, home food. Yeah, but for myself, I prefer, to do something else instead of staying cooking. No, especially in the darkness. Tracy, Vita, I vote for borщ tonight. You vote for borщ tonight, but unfortunately I have soup today, okay? And this soup is normally for daytime. We normally eat soup or borщ in the daytime. In the evening, we used to have more substantial meal. I don't know, maybe it's just our family tradition, but that soup and borщ, that's all post-Soviet Union countries have this mindset, For sure, every day you need to eat soup or borщ, and desirably for lunch. What, пока-пока. Thank you for your time, and see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for your time. Thanks for joining, of course. I'm very thankful and really appreciated everybody's coming, okay, and supporting me and talking. I guess we have very nice topics here. For guys who probably just joined us, I would like to show some short video to end up our live stream today, okay, that guys have an idea what about our channel. I'm waiting for everybody tomorrow in advance by schedule. That's 1 p.m. Eastern time, but probably will be earlier. I don't know yet, but you will follow notification, guys. Don't forget to hit the bell, okay? And I wish to everybody perfect Friday, and see you tomorrow.
Hello, привет, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day, 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious women tick. Guys, I think you understand we're like David fighting Goliath here to bring you the truth once and for all. Our channel's purpose is to debunk the myth and stigma created by the toxic paper letter scam industry. And we hope you agree the best way to accomplish that is by giving you the opportunity to video chat with average Ukrainian girls that represent the real women of Ukraine. And then you be the judge about what's real and what's not. Guys, please know that we're doing this all for you. So do me a favor and subscribe to our new channel and help us help you, your fellow man, and help us bring Goliath to his knees. So guys, can I ask you to share this video with all your friends? Only together we can make a difference, guys.